If you're neurodivergent and you've struggled with addiction or found yourself relying on alcohol, cannabis, food, shopping, social media, work, or any other behavior to get through the day, I want you to hear something. This is not about willpower. More often than not, it's about a nervous system that's been trying to cope. As a therapist, one of the questions I don't ask about my clients is, what the heck is wrong with this person? The question that I ask is, what problem is this behavior trying to solve? Because our brains don't repeat behaviors for no reason. They repeat behaviors that provide relief. For many neurodivergent people, daily life can feel exhausting. An ADHD brain may constantly be searching for enough stimulation to feel engaged while also struggling with impulsivity, emotional intensity, chronic feelings of shame after years of feeling not enough or too much. An autistic nervous system may spend hours processing sensory information, navigating social expectations, masking, or recovering from overwhelm. Someone with OCD may feel trapped in cycles of anxiety and uncertainty, desperately searching for relief from those intrusive thoughts. When your brain or nervous system is working this hard, it makes sense that relief becomes incredibly important. And this is where addiction can begin. Our brains are wired to remember what brings relief. When something temporarily reduces emotional pain, quiets anxiety, numbs overwhelm, or creates a burst of pleasure or calm, the brain pays attention. It says, remember this, we might need it again. And over time, those pathways become stronger. Not because you're weak, not because you don't care, but because your brain is doing exactly what our brains are designed to do. Repeat behaviors that help us survive. Many neurodivergent adults have also spent years carrying invisible burdens, masking, rejection, misunderstanding, perfectionism, trauma, chronic stress, or feeling like they have to work twice as hard just to keep up. When we only focus on stopping the addictive behavior, we miss the important question underneath it. What was this behavior helping me cope with? That doesn't mean that our addictions are healthy. It doesn't mean that there aren't consequences, but understanding why your brain learned to rely on something opens the door to compassion instead of shame. And compassion is often what creates lasting change. Here's one small practice I'd invite you to try. The next time you notice an urge to reach for something that helps you escape, pause for just a moment and ask yourself, what is my nervous system needing right now? Not, how do I make this urge disappear, but am I overwhelmed? Am I understimulated? Am I lonely? Am I emotionally exhausted? What feeling am I hoping that this thing that I'm reaching for will help me change? You don't have to judge whatever comes up. Simply becoming curious helps shift us from reacting automatically or not even paying attention and just reaching for that thing to understanding ourselves more deeply. Healing doesn't begin with shame. It begins with understanding what your brain has been trying to do for you all along. If this helped you better understand yourself, I'd hope you consider subscribing. My hope is that every video helps you replace a little bit of shame with just a little bit more self-compassion. Thanks so much for spending this time with me today. Take care.